Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be reviewing Caddyshack. Uh, yeah. So Caddyshack, I've had this movie for at least a year, and actually, I think it's about to be a year in April. Yeah, and amazingly, this is the first time I've seen this. Yes, I mean today, more yesterday, depending what time you see this, what time I'm filming this. Yeah, yesterday. By a minute, whatever. So Caddyshack, saw it yesterday. It's 12:01 p.m. So yeah, got it last year, and first time I'm watching it. So that tells you something. I'm not just kidding. I really don't. I really hadn't. I actually have nothing against this movie. It's just that my I usually last. Let's just say that last year, not up until maybe 2014. The start of 2014, I really didn't have any Blu-ray movies, and I really didn't like to watch Blu-ray movies for whatever reason. But now I do, starting 2014. So watch the Caddyshack on Blu-ray. Yeah, but really have nothing against it. And you're about to see why. But for you guys who haven't seen it for whatever reason, I mean, it did come out in 70s or 80s. Oh, yeah, 1980. So but whatever. If you guys haven't seen it for any reason, because you missed its run on theaters about 30 years ago. You can always catch it on Netflix or maybe it's channel surf, maybe it's on your TV, or go rent it or buy it. Um, you know, you always have those options. So definitely check it out somewhere through there before watching this review. But as usual, 10 seconds, in case any spoilers, starting now. So yeah, 10 seconds are up as usual, which is what I always give. So for those who are still watching this video and haven't watched the movie, don't complain down in the comments below or message me that I never gave you fair warning, because I did. So basically, as usual, a quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. Basically, this movie has about 4 different plots or subplots or whatever the case is. They kind of intertwine with each other. Um, yeah, basically, you have in my opinion, the funniest subplot, in my opinion. You have Bill Murray's character. Uh, you have Bill Murray's character, which I forgot his name already. Um, I don't. Then again, they really didn't mention it a lot. But you have Bill Murray's character, Carl Buckler. And he's basically like this janitor, I guess could say, or gardener, or whatever the case is. And for this golfing private club, private country club that does golf. And yeah, so basically his story in this film, basically he's going against a golfer. Um, Basically his employer told him to get rid of the golfer because it's gonna destroy the golf course. So basically he goes he basically tries anything and everything in order to um get this golfer out of the golf course, and he goes as far as literally exploding the whole golf course towards the end of the movie. You also have Ty Webb, who in this movie is portrayed by Chevy Chase. You have Ty Webb, who's basically a great golfer in the movie, and he basically seems to go against Ronnie Dangerfield's character Al Cervic. I believe is how you say it. Um, they're basically making a bet, and they make a bet. I forgot for how much money. But they basically make a bet, and for a lot of money, I think it was 20 to 80,000 bucks, whatever the case is. Um, and they're basically making a bet because there's this upcoming tournament. Who's gonna win out of the two of them, and that's it. You also have a few other. You have two other subplots, but they aren't really greatly explained or very not really noticeable because they are noticeable, but they're they're not really well developed. So it's kind of a bit hard for me to understand. So yeah, and that's really one of the. I think that's the major issue with this movie. I mean, overall, it is a fantastic movie. But I think the major issue that the plots, all four, three or four plots, they have trouble expanding for the most part. I mean, really, the one that has the easiest expanding its plot is the one with the gopher with Carl Spackler, Bill Murray's character, and him going against the gopher. I mean, that's the funniest and easiest one they did of like the three or four plots, and that's the one they developed the most in my opinion, and the easiest. They also had like as I said before, they had a bet, and they had two other plots, which again weren't greatly explained and are kind of shaky in my opinion. Um, and they really weren't developed much, which is a problem for me. And also, there's just too many plots. I mean, I understand there's subplots in a TV show, but for it to have to happen in a movie, that's a whole different story. I mean, you could have subplots, but make it for each portion of the movie, not the whole movie. So yeah, it is kind of confusing with the plots. It really doesn't know what it wants to be with the plots. That's really my only major issue. I mean, besides that, there is a lot of overacting and a bit of underacting if you hear in there from a few of the actors. Um, but yeah, I mean, but overall, this is a pretty decent movie in my opinion. I really don't watch many sport movies. Um, Caddyshack, it is a sport movie. It's golf, so that is a sport movie. I really don't watch many sport movies. It's not really a genre I like to get into much or interest me much. But this is a pretty good sport movie in my opinion. I mean, the comedy is something I am a little bit disappointed at. Thought there was gonna be a bit more comedy, but comedic scenes or jokes and whatever thrown in here, but which I am a bit disappointed at. There is less comedy than was expected for me, but overall the comedy in this movie is pretty funny, hilarious, and decent. Some of them make me chuckle, some of them make me straight up laugh, so that is good. I mean, for the most part, I mean, I did say there is some overacting, there is some underacting, coming from some of the cast, but overall, the acting is fairly decent in this movie. So that is another thing you have to admire. And another thing you do have to admire is the writing. The writing, it's also pretty good. It's decent for this movie, and yeah. So is it the best movie? Nah, not in my opinion. But it is a decent movie, and it is a decent movie to watch, and I really do enjoy it. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give this a 6 out of 10. It's decent. It's nothing really else I could say. Um, yeah, I mean, I think the one thing that I really just don't like about this movie, my major complaint is that it doesn't really know how to handle its plots, and that I think that really hurts the score in my opinion. I mean, when you can't handle your own plots, it's pretty hard. But yeah, the writing and the acting for the most part is pretty decent, and the jokes and comedy aspect of this movie does deliver. Even though I did expected there to be a bit more comedy, I really won't deduct any points from it because the comedy still makes up for the amount of comedy I expected. So yeah, but still a 6 is what I will give this movie. 6 out of 10. It's decent. Nothing really else I could say. I mean, it's a sports movie, so I mean, really that has nothing to do with it. But just saying that's a genre. Some genre I really don't care for or don't like, but this movie, I do like, and it is one of the few sport movies I do like. So yeah, that's basically it for this review. 6 out of 10 is what I will give it. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some haters out there with the score. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some people who really like this movie more than me. But I have to be honest. If 6 out of 10 is what I would give it. So yeah, that's basically it for this review. The review for Caddyshack. So that's basically it. So yeah, in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the rate? Do you think it should be more than 6, less than 6, or just 6? Did you like it more than 6? Did you hate it more than 6? that came out wrong. But no, do you think it should be more than 6, less than 6, or you think it's okay with a 6? I think it's okay with a 6. And yeah, what are your thoughts on the rate? And what's your favorite sports movie? I have to be, in my opinion, I really haven't watched that many sports movie that I actually like. And actually, in my opinion, giving it a 6 out of 10, it's actually the highest rate I've ever given a sports movie. So Caddyshack is my favorite sports movie, I guess. And yeah, that's basically it. Remember to subscribe. I also do other movie reviews. I also do comic book reviews and TV show reviews. So definitely stay tuned for that. And that's basically it for now. Remember to share on Facebook, Twitter, or MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.